Hi, I'm Lynsey. I'm 44 and I was 41 when I was pregnant with Teddy.
This is Teddy, he is 2.5. This is Sonny, he is 3 months old, and I'm Lisa, I'm 40. I did my IVF at CREATE when I was 37.5. The half is important. So we started with IUI before we came to CREATE, and then once we were at CREATE, we opted for Mild IVF. We did 2 cycles, 1 each, and we were really, really happy with the treatment.
To begin with, we decided to go down the NHS route. I went to see my GP, and this was, I would say, a good couple of years before anything actually happened, yeah?
Yeah, we got married and then we thought, well, let's start. We knew we didn't want to jump straight in, but we thought we didn't know how long it would take.
So we started off with IUI, and it was, we did 4 rounds of IUI, unsuccessful rounds. And at that point, I was finding it really challenging because you have about 12 days to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and then go in for the next round because it's all about your cycle. Maybe this is a little bit foolish on my part, but I didn't think I had any fertility issues. There just wasn't any sperm in the relationship. I was fit, healthy, pushing 40, but so I just thought, well, we'll get pregnant straight away, which obviously wasn't the case at all. We
chose CREATE for a couple of different reasons. I guess one of the most important ones, not necessarily the most important, but it is important, was location. When you have to go back and forward for as many appointments as you do during an IVF cycle, you need somewhere that you can get to, and you can get to easily, especially when you're trying to figure it out around work. And actually, CREATE was...
worked around the corner from CREATE, about a 10-minute walk.
And then the type of IVF offered was so appealing to us, especially at the age that we were. When I say we, I mean Lynsey. So yeah, just the idea of quality over quantity and not having to have any extra drugs that we might not necessarily need was really appealing.
I was initially concerned that I was gonna feel like hormonal changes with the needles, but I didn't. I didn't feel anything, which I think goes to show that the Mild protocol was a really good fit for me. I found the stuff really personable. I was receiving text messages just to see how I was after egg retrieval. If I was in any pain, if I needed anything from them, which again it just reinforced we were in the right place because we weren't just a number.
Life in our house is mad. It's absolute madness. We have the most energetic toddler who is brilliant and tiring in equal measure. It's just complete carnage in our house. But luckily for us, Sonny is the most chilled baby ever.
Yeah, he seems to have just found his place straight away.
So our advice to other couples just at the beginning of their IVF journey, I guess the big one is to do your research. I think it's beneficial to have half an idea of how it all works before you go for your treatment, so that you know what the next steps are vaguely, and it doesn't then come as a huge surprise, and so that you understand some of the language that is used, that you know what to expect, and actually there is a huge community online of people who are TTC who are trying to conceive, and that's where you can get a lot of information from other people who are sharing their experience. Make sure that you are talking to one another, because the way to get through it is to be able to support each other, for both the person who is having the treatment and the supporting partner. Communication is really important because it's going to be really tough. Like, it's not easy. It's manageable and you can do it and you can make a success of it, but it's hard work, and you need to properly support one another to get through it and to stay sane. So keep talking.